Hey there, YTBC. Palm Tree Piper here, and happy Wednesday. I am finishing off a bowl of Lane 1Q, and I've been meaning to do that for a while. I'm actually in a position where I have more tobaccos like backlogged, which is a good thing, and I'd gotten away from aromatics for a while, long enough that I just started to, your palate expands to other things. And I wanted to come back to it, and everybody had talked about how great Lane 1Q is. So I decided to try it, and it's really good, kind of vanilla-y and sweet, and reminded me why I liked aromatics in the first place. Like many people, I started off with aromatics and went on from there. So wanted to get that out of the way. Also wanted to put out a video before I left. This weekend is Palm Tree Wife's birthday. And we're going to Denver, going to see her son in Denver, Colorado. And so between work and kind of wrapping personal things up before we go, there's a lot to do. Basically it's today, tomorrow, and then Friday we leave. So I wanted to get in this video also because it's getting late and we're literally burning daylight. So I want to do a video, get a video, smoke out of the way. And I had an agenda that I was going to talk about. And then something interesting happened yesterday. I belong to the LEAPS, the Low End and Affordable Pipe Society. That's kind of my home Facebook group. Great bunch of people. It's very warm and collaborative. The pipe community in general is very warm and collaborative and really supportive. It's amazing what people will do for each other. People will send tins of tobacco to each other and just all kinds of things. It's just the fellowship, the camaraderie, and the generosity is just really impressive. And we'll get new people, we'll get new pipers who come on, or people who are just contemplating, thinking about doing it, and they'll ask, what's a good pipe to start with? And people will chime in, and you get a lot of people who say, start with a corn cob. It's really inexpensive if you decide it's not for you. And if it's a starter pipe, if you smoke it too hard or whatever, you don't have to worry about it. And you'll get a couple of people say, hey, try Morgan Bones. And Morgan Bones pipes, or Chris Morgan pipes, Chris, he runs a company that has a pipe basically for every pocketbook. Everything from the Morgan Bones, which is about $40, to his own signature artisan pipes that go for a few $100s. And Morgan Bones pipes are these pipes. I think they're kind of seconds. They'll have an imperfection, and they're unfinished. It's just bare wood, maybe with a little carnauba wax, just to give it a little touch of something. And they sell them really inexpensive, and people swear by them. And I've been kind of mulling it over because there's the whole thing about Morgan Mondays, and everybody has their Morgan Bones, and everybody loves their Morgan. People really say what a good smoker it is. It's a no-frills smoker. Supposedly, it's a no-frills smoker that you can toss in a tackle box, or if you're out fishing or doing whatever and you drop it, you don't have to freak out. It's not like it's not like you take your, it's not like you take your Peterson or your Savinelli out and you drop it in the water or whatever. It's one of those where it's a cheap pipe. It's semi disposable, and people swear by them. And I've been kind of mulling over it. I'm not an impulse buyer. I kind of mulled it over, agonized over it. And last weekend, for the holiday weekend for 4th of July, they had a sale that ran until midnight the 5th of July. And I was in bed just Facebooking, kind of wind down, just on cruising the internet on my phone, and decided at 11:55 was going to take advantage of the sale. So I kind of went in right under the door and bought it. And that was on a Tuesday. And it arrived on a Friday, which is really, the shipping is incredibly quick. I was really surprised. The customer service was excellent. I mean, you put your information in, and as soon as you place the order, you get a text and an email. Hey, thank you for your order. And it was just interesting. So I got this pipe, and I opened it up, and it comes in a little nifty kind of a plain undyed cotton Morgan Bones with the little bunny ears and the crossbones, and inside is your Morgan Bones pipe, and exactly what it says it is. It's a no frills, unfinished wooden pipe. Now, don't get me wrong, the stem is fitted flawlessly. You do your check, just to check it out. You do your draw, and it drew. You had a wonderful draw on it. The inner bowl, the chamber was nicely bored out. I mean, it's well done. It's just not finished, as in shellacked and dyed or whatever. And so I was kind of mulling over what I was going to do. I was kind of thinking, well, what am I going to do with this? And a lot of people say part of the appeal of a Morgan Bones pipe is you just smoke it as is. Smoke it. You don't do anything to it. Smoke it, and as the tars build up and you handle it and the smoke, and it develops a patina, very much like a meerschaum would. And I had an experience with a meerschaum. I have a meerschaum that my wife, the Palm Tree Wife, got me last year, and so I got it, and I was like, man, I want to put a nice golden. I wanted to get that nice golden color by the end of the year, by the holidays, when we were going to go see family, and I was going to go bring it up there and smoke it up in Virginia in the cold. So I had Googled and asked a couple of people, hey, what's the best way to fast track that pipe to develop that golden patina? And I got all kinds of feedback. Smoke it like a fiend. I smoked like a fiend. I'm not an everyday pipe smoker. I'm not, and I could easily be. I'm maybe 2-3 times a week, and I don't do it every day because I still want to keep it special. I want to keep it real. I want to keep it special, and I don't want it to become a habit. I don't want it to ever become something that I take for granted. So I'll save it for the weekends, or if I've had a particularly rough day, I just think I need to unwind, I'll come back here at night and puff away. So I took this meerschaum pipe and I smoked it like a fiend. Smoked burley in it because burley's more oil. Burley's more oily. Smoked like Sir Walter Raleigh. It was like Sir Walter Raleigh and some velvet. Smoked it for a fiend, like for a week. Nothing. It didn't. Only now, almost a year later, it's starting to change color. So I learned my lesson, and I decided, well, you know what? I'm not going to do the patina. I'm just going to stain it. I'm going to give it a stain, and I'm going to. I ended up doing exactly. I gave it the traditional stain, and as a matter of fact, I got it right here. I got it on a Friday. I think I got it on a Friday. Stained it on a Saturday, and unfortunately the camera just doesn't do it justice. I got some pictures of it on the website or on the Facebook page, the Low End and Affordable Pipe Society. If you want to join, you request to join, you answer a couple of questions, attest that you're not going to be a prick, and they'll let you in. So I put it on the site. I put it before and after on the site. Actually, when I first got it, I put it out there and mentioned, I know people are probably going to flame me for this, but I'm going to go ahead and stain it and polish it. And people were pretty supportive. And then I did the before, and then I did an after picture. And so people were pretty. Hey, it's kind of like Adam on Get Pipe says, pipe as you please, and just do what you want. And so I stained it. I'm very happy with it. I really went like the traditional route. I mean, old habits die hard. And I was really surprised when I got a notification. Chris Morgan commented on your post, and he's like, "Hey, buddy, glad you got it. Glad you enjoy it. Fully support you. You do you." And so I showed him. I posted a picture of how it looked. I was really happy. Hey, it looks really great. And I thought, wow, that's really something. It's almost like driving out of the car dealership, and like Henry Ford V or whatever Matsudo Mitsubishi sending you an email saying, "Hey, congratulations on your purchase, and I hope you enjoy it." And that's just one of the amazing things about the pipe community, is that a lot of these people who run companies and own companies, they're not sitting in the ivory tower. May not have happened 50, 60 years ago when you had dozens of companies producing millions of pipes, because piping was the thing to do if you were a full-grown man back in the 50s and 60s. But now it's the fact that, you know, there's a lot less brick and mortars. The FDA is cracking down on it, so there's a whole lot of things that are going on that because it's a small community. But it's like the best part about it is a small community, and the worst part about it is a small community. And to be able to talk to people and have, like I said, have the CEO of a pipe company and a category of pipe that almost has its own cult following, that was really neat. It was really something. Well, I'm not going to smoke. I was ready to smoke it by like Morgan Monday, day before yesterday, but I want to kind of let it cure. I want to let it sit a little bit. And probably not this Monday because I'm coming back from Denver. But probably the Monday after, I'll go ahead and I'll smoke something in it and inaugurate it. I'm gonna go all the way with it. I'm gonna honey cure it, which I've never done. Never honey cured a pipe. Always read about it. But I'm gonna do it with that one because I've given it a lot of TLC from the very beginning, and made it mine. So I'm going to Denver. I have no real set. We have no real set agenda. We're just gonna be with my stepson, and we're gonna just hang out with him. Celebrate my wife's birthday. I do want to do. I'm going to bring a pipe. I always do now. I'm going to do something pipe related, and I'll bring my selfie stick, and hopefully share something with you all. Got a couple of things in the works, but don't want to jinx it, so stay tuned. But traveling with a pipe, that's something that something I'm still trying to get used to. I've been piping on and off since 1997, and even from when I started, I always kind of had my space. Like this here is my space, and you know, got my side table, and like when it comes to pipe, I've got my comfort zone, and I'm like Rain Man when it comes to smoking a pipe. Like, you know, yeah, definitely got to have my ashtray. Definitely got to have my blue ashtray. You know, got to have my wood matches. You know, and you know, if I go out of, you know, kind of wing it. It disturbs my wah kind of, but I'm getting used to it. You know, kind of trying to do the short lunt, walking with a pipe, doing a short lunt out here, walking a dog, walking palm tree dog, and I took a pipe and some crooner with me to Puerto Rico, which was really neat. It just kind of funny how things converge. I took a pipe out there. I took a pipe with some crooner. And the pipe was an estate pipe that was actually like from the 1930s, 40s. It's about an 80-year-old pipe in fantastic condition. And we went on a tour of the Bacardi factory in right outside of San Juan. And if you take the deluxe tour, they send you to the VIP room and you get to taste different ones. And hanging on the wall, and I'm sitting there, you know, listening to the guy talk about it, and he's getting ready to pour the rum. And I look to my side, and there's a picture of Bing Crosby. I guess Bing Crosby was a big Bacardi fan. There's a picture of Bing Crosby, and he's got this little cask. It's like Bing Crosby's blend. And I thought it was really cool. So that night, you know, that evening, I went back and smoked my crooner for the first time. It was really cool. So this is my third video, and it's getting a little easier to do. It's amazing that you see people do this on YouTube, and they make it look easy. One of these days, I'd probably like to do a montage of all my outtakes, but it's my third video, and as I said from the very beginning, you know, one video does not a channel make, and starting to get a little bit of traction, and want to build up some content so that people will come across the video. If they look at the channel and they see one or two videos, they go, oh, is he really serious? So I'm hoping that once I build up some traction, that, you know, it'll take off. And as I get more involved with the community, I know that the Las Vegas Pipe Show is coming up, and I'm thinking about going. I really am. I remember, like, people were talking about when I first started really getting into YouTube, people were talking about the Chicago Pipe Show. And I was like, man, tickets are expensive, and you know what, I go halfway across the country for a pipe show. Well, it just so happens that you know, we're gonna meet my stepson there, and it's in Vegas, and he's a big poker player, and he's been to Vegas with my wife before, and he likes it there. So we're kind of working on it, and we'll see what happens. But so I'm gonna sign off and get ready to go to Denver, and hopefully we'll have something to some content and something to share with you all once I'm up there, and we'll see what happens. But the sun is going down very quickly, and I'm losing daylight. So again, please, if you like the video, please put like, and please subscribe to my channel. And until we meet again, stay smoky, stay safe, and stay blessed. Take care.